So yes, question one. Why did you get married?
I just grew up around marriage. I know that's something that I wanted in my life. My parents have been married for 40 years.
Wow.
Uncle,
Wow.
yeah,
Congrats.
That's dope.
appreciate it. Uncles and aunts been married, so it's something I grew up seeing. I've been privileged enough to say that I have been exposed to marriage, so I knew that as far as a relationship, I knew I wanted that to be a destiny for me. Uh,
Okay.
Me and Stacy showed a lot of common interests. Our families meshed extremely well, better than we expected. Our families are like best friends, so
Yeah.
there were some things that Stacy did for me that I never experienced in any other relationship. So the first time I actually knew that Stacy could be my wife is I'm very big on family. So on Thanksgiving, she invited myself, my parents, and my sisters over to have Thanksgiving at her parents' house, and it just meshed so well. My father knew her aunt; they went to school together.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Let me backstory. We're both Guyanese. We're both.
Oh,
both
okay.
I'm born in Brooklyn, but Stacy was actually born in Guyana.
Born and bred.
So
Okay, wait. So how long y'all known each other?
I met Stacy when I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was just strictly on a friend basis. I was in a relationship. Stacey had her relationships. We shared a lot.
I laugh, Stacey.
Stacey was like, I don't know about just friends.
I laugh said something else.
Because it was strictly friendship. It was nothing more than that.
It was nothing more than that. I respected our friendship. We shared a lot of information together, and I asked a lot
Yeah.
for relationship advice as a friend, and vice versa. And we never try to. I never wanted to step out of that realm. Neither did Stacy. Although I was attracted to her, the attraction was definitely on my end.
Oh,
I was in the friend zone.
he was in a friend zone. We were friends for over 10 years because there's a 4-year difference between Kenneth and I.
Okay.
So I met Kenneth when he was 15. I was in college at the time. I think I came back home from college because I went away. So I was always in a relationship. I had the nickname in college as Cuffcakes because I was always cuffed up. I was never single. So I was always in a relationship.
Cupcakes is hilarious.
Yeah, I never heard that.
It was my Instagram handle for a while. So it was Cuffcakes. And it was like I always told Kenneth this. So he knew my relationships. He knew the ins and outs. He knew when a guy was getting on my nerves. And I would always come to him and be like, listen, so am I crazy or is this something I need to shift my focus or my conversation in? And he always gave me advice. It was never, oh, I like you, so you should do this. Or it was always sound advice. And I respected it. We went on so many dates as friends. People thought we were crazy. We went to dinners. We went to lunches. We went out to poetry things. We did so many outings as friends that it looked like we were in a relationship and we weren't. So the reason I said yes to Kenneth for us to actually take the step and to start dating is because I saw how rich our friendship was. And for me, groundwork is important. You need to be able to have good groundwork before we can even get to this. Because if I don't like you, I'm not going to want to be around you. And that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we dated and it was literally like a fairy tale because wherever Kenneth was, I was. There was no separation except if we went to work and we went to our respective homes. That was it. We were always together. So when he proposed, people thought that I knew, but I had no idea. We planned a vacation and I tried to cancel that vacation because it was so last minute.
Good thing you ain't canceled.
I am such a planner that he bought the tickets, I think, 2 weeks before we actually flew out. And I was like, you're insane. Price is going to be high. I'm not going. And he was like, don't worry about it. We're going to pay whatever. We going. And I was just like, this man's tripping. So needless to say, we got engaged. No information I knew about. All of our families knew about it before I did. He went to them, asked them, got permission. Everybody knew. And they were calling us the entire time we were away. Like, hey, what's going on? How's the break? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, we're good. We're alive. I know it's COVID-ish, but we're alive. But I said yes because I was marrying my best friend. That turned into a relationship. So I was getting the best of both worlds.
Here we are now. One of the stories we get to play. I'm gonna make sure Viola chop this up because they say you can't get out the friend zone. My man got out the friend zone. The husband zone.
Yeah.
That's
First.
Ain't no first. It happens.
The only reason
you got to be a friend first.
I think the only reason he got out is because he spoke up. A lot of guys don't speak up and make their intentions known. And he actually spoke up. I don't know if he told you, but when he was on his way to trying to get out the friend zone, he tried to kiss me at a hangout that we just went to with his friends at a hookah lounge. And I had to hit him with the, what you doing?
Right, let's stick a pin. We're going to stick a pin.
Oh, you want to stick a pin?
So, let me explain what happened. Stacey, I was intimidated. I'll be honest, I was intimidated. It'd be like that sometimes. I was always attracted to Stacey, but I never wanted to cross those boundaries. So one time we went out with my with a few friends, cute co-workers at the time. Not gonna lie, I had a little bit too much to drink, but I gained a lot of confidence from those drinks.
Liquid courage.
So I had my friend in my ear. He was like, "Yo, Stacey, look, why are you and Stacey?" And I was like, "Nah, man, never." And then as the night went on, I was looking at Stacey. I was like, "You know what? Why not?" So, I put my hand on her leg, on her thigh, and everything. She never moved it. So I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, but I noticed.
And then eventually, as the night went on, we started talking. I said, "Yo, why don't we actually go on a real date?" And she said, "Why not? Let's do it." And I don't know, I just got a little overzealous and I tried to go in for a kiss. The moment was right. She actually ruined our first kiss. She ruined. This is a story that we could tell, like when we have children and all that stuff. I can't even tell them about our first kiss because she turned into Mayweather, was dodging me like literally.
I want to know if either one of y'all felt the difference between the way you guys used to hang out and then that moment after when you go, let's go on an official date. Did it feel like really different to y'all?
Yeah, was it awkward at first?
It was completely awkward. It was awkward. It was a whole transition because we never held hands. We never did certain things. We never really looked deep into each other's eyes. Like certain things that normal couples would do. So that was weird.
Yeah.
It
was awkward because it was like so our first date we went to Broadway. And we were sitting next to each other and I was just like, I don't want to be up on him. Like, I don't want my hand to brush against his leg. Like, it was so weird. And it took a while. And I told him this because it was an adjustment for me. Seeing him out of that friendship lens and now seeing him as a suitor, it was like, oh my gosh. Like,
I don't think we didn't kiss. It took us maybe like 3 or 4 months before we had our like real official kiss.
It took a couple of months because it was so awkward for me.
This is organic. This
like
that was that, but that's.
It was awkward for us.
We old, man. That was many moves. many moves.
We started off the same way though.
That was many.
I was going through my insecurities during that time too, because in my mind I was like, I hope she's not settling for me and whatnot. And she was always giving me that reassurance that like, no, I'm not settling. It was just give me some time and let's keep building on what we have. And that helped me out a whole lot.